doing a 10-minute foam rolling routine where we roll out all the major muscle groups of our body. So you're gonna need a foam roller that's about 36 inches. You need to be able to lay on it, and so your head's resting on it and your tailbone. So it needs to be the longer one. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is start seated on the foam roller. So you're gonna go ahead and lean into one butt cheek here, so your piriformis, and you're gonna roll forward and back. Now you should not feel pain at all, and you should feel like you can always breathe easily here. So if you feel like you need a little bit more, then what you're gonna do is cross the ankle, and foot is flexed, pushing the knee down here slightly, and you might need to lean into it more or away from it. Everybody's a little bit different. And then you're just rolling. It should be a slow roll forward and back. And if you find a spot that's tight, could you hold on that spot for about 5 to 10 seconds, breathe into it, and then roll again. So just take your time with it, and you're just trying to work in through the muscle there and in through the fascia, which is a thin layer that covers the muscle. All right, so now we're going over to the other side, and we're gonna roll again. First, start without the cross of the leg because each side might be drastically different. And then you can take the leg across, and then you can lean into it more or away from it. And then again, if you find a spot that's tight, like I just found, hold it there. Try to relax your butt cheek as much as you can. Breathe into it and then roll. And again, there should not be pain. Back off if there is. You can also try knees closer together. Change it up. Keep breathing into it the whole time though. Okay, so that is rear end. So now we're gonna go into hamstrings here. So you're gonna lean into one leg. So I'm flexing my foot here, and I have my hand behind me, and I'm just rolling up and down. Now where I feel it most is where the hamstring attaches right at your sit bone basically, but everybody's going to be different on that. You might feel it more in the belly of the hamstring, and that's fine too. And then you can try leaning over to the other leg, and you can also rotate the toes one direction as you lean, and then rotate the toes the other direction as you lean. Play with it, okay? So we're just doing a roll. And again, if you find a really tight spot, maybe hold and breathe into it, okay? Then we're gonna go into calves. So start where it's both calves on, lift the hips up a little bit and roll forward and back. Go slow. Slower is always better, okay? As I talk, I tend to speed up, but I'm trying not to here. And then you can go both toes one direction where you're on the outside of one calf and the inside of the other, and then the other way, same thing. Or I'm going to give you another option here. So your bottom leg is relaxed as much as possible. The top leg is going to push down hard into that leg, and that creates more tension. So you can roll into the calf, which is, the bigger belly of the muscle, right? Or you can go lower here. So you got your gastrocnemius, and then you've got your soleus here underneath, and that's lower. So you can roll on that too. And then you would, obviously, if you're doing one leg, you're gonna do the other, same thing. So if you wanna go more on the inside of the calf, do that. And remember, you can hold a slight second, breathe into it, and then roll again forward and back. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip over and do quadriceps. And if you don't do quads a lot, you may feel this a lot. And if it's too much, what you can do is not do that and just do a quadricep stretch here instead. Otherwise, you're gonna be rolling above the knee and then below the hip bone here, okay? So you're gonna roll, have your forearms down and push the shoulders down, keep the abs in, and then roll forward and back. And again, stay above your knee, okay? And then you can go both toes one way. See how that feels for you. The key is to try and relax the muscles though. So you don't want to be tensing really tight, okay? Let your breath flow easy. So that's the front of the legs there. Breathe into it. Okay, and then you can push yourself up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay on it. This is my favorite thing to do. So you're gonna have your butt at one end here, and then lay all the way down. So tailbone at one end, head at the other. Okay, so abs pulled in below the belly button a little bit, okay? Feet wider than the hips, so you feel stable and comfortable. And don't look off to the side. You're gonna be looking straight up here. And you're gonna have an open chest, shoulders back and down. Okay, so from here, you're just gonna open the arms up as much as you can, and then close. And then open and pinch the shoulder blades into the foam roller as much as you can, and close. So now we're just trying to get in some mid-back movement here, some mobility through that mid-back. So now can you do arm circles? Make your arm circles as big as you can. Now, if you want to make this a core exercise, what you do is you walk your feet in closer together, but I'm turning my head sideways, so it's a lot harder. So I'm going to look forward here. So you could glue the legs together, and that's going to challenge your core muscles. So those deeper muscles of the core. And then circle the other way and try to exaggerate it, like pinch into the foam roller as much as you can, shrug the shoulders a little bit, come forward and open. So you're really trying to focus on the movement here. Okay, and then you're gonna go W and then up to a V, and then pinch W and then into a V here. Do a couple more like that. All right, and then just release it, and then you're going to roll off. So you straighten one leg, and you roll all the way off so that you're just flat on your back, and you're gonna feel like you're in a hole right now. Feels amazing. So take a nice deep breath in, blow it out, and then we're gonna do, so you know, we really got into a little bit of extension this way, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it on our flip it sideways here. So now we'll go sideways, so you're just on this. So it's horizontal, that's the word I want to use. So you're resting your head in your hands, and then you can just roll up and down. Maybe you lean into one side a little bit and then lean into the other. Don't roll on your low back though, okay? You want to stay off of that. And then going into the center, then we're going to go into our lat or big back muscle here. So you're going to have to lay on your side. Now everybody does this a little differently. So there's a couple things you can do. Now you're not going to be rolling up and down. Now we're going to go forward, rocking our body forward and back. And again, everybody will be different. You might have to go more in towards the armpit to feel this, or down a little bit lower. And again, everybody's different on that. So from here, if you find a spot that's maybe a little bit tighter, again, could you relax the muscle and breathe? Then could you do like a, what's it called, snow angel arm here. Lift and lower, and then again, rock forward and back. And then you would just roll to the other side and do the same thing. So do a little rock, forward and back. And then if you want to do your windshield wiper or snow angel, you can do that. And the release. Make sure you do an even amount on each side. And then for your neck, what you're doing is you're going into, we're going to go onto our neck here and really up high, right where it touches under the skull there. then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do like a little bit of a chin tuck. Don't turn your head to the side on this. So you're just doing a little chin tuck. You're trying to bring the chin in and then release. Chin in and release. So lengthen as much as you can and then look up. Lengthen and look up. Just go slow. And again, slower is better. And do about 3 more here. And 2. And last one. And then just let your head drop. Lay here. Take a nice deep breath in and blow it out. If you want to have your legs out straight, do it. Let your stomach expand now and exhale. Do that again. Take a nice deep breath in and blow it out. All right. And then you just go ahead and roll yourself over to the side. You're going to push yourself up to a seated position. Sit however is comfortable for you. Just try to grow tall through the spine. And just a reminder that Live Joyfully Well is about nurturing all 7 areas of wellness each week to increase your joy. And I'll show you a quick little graph that shows you that. So even spending just 1 minute and being mindful and present of what you're doing for each category is what's important, okay? Thank you so much for joining me and have a great day. Bye-bye.